Hey everyone, James Reeves with TFBTV. Thanks for tuning in to TFBTV Showtime 2021. We're bringing you new products from your favorite manufacturers for the year. We've already gone over some of the Magpul D50 drums in separate videos for the Glock and the MP5. I've got John with me from Magpul with me. And John, you guys always roll out a bunch of new stuff every year. There's more here than I know what to do with. That's what she said. Walk me through it.
Same. We didn't know what to do with it either. That's why you're getting it at SHOT Show. 2020 obviously was a crazy year, and we held some stuff up just because shows were getting canceled, kind of unpredictable. So, cool thing about all the Magpul products is they're all almost ready to ship this year. So no 12 to 18 months of wondering when you're gonna get the stuff we show. It's all gonna be coming pretty soon. So we got a few new magazines. We talked about the MP5 drum and the Glock drum, additions to the 50 round 9mm drum line. Then we have a 20 round version of our 300 Blackout mag. So we released the Blackout mag a few years ago in a 30 round version. It's optimized to feed and stabilize 300 Blackout, so you're not getting the stability issues you can get inside of a 5.56 mag. Just same as the 20 round 5.56 mag, it's just the 300 Blackout version.
Elaborate on that for me for those of us out there who are conspiracy theorists who think that this is just a money-making scheme, like, I'll just work with a 5.56 mag.
Yeah, and you know, in most cases, most commonly available ammo, that's not untrue. So there's a couple things we do that are different. The outside of the magazine is different. We take some of the ribs off the side. It says 300 Blackout. 7.62 by 35. In that way, it's helping you differentiate between magazines so you're not grabbing the wrong one, putting it in the wrong gun, and having a super bad day. The other thing is when you get into some of these were made for a military customer, and they were using a projectile and that had a cartridge length and a combination of factors that made it so it didn't want to be stable inside of a 5.56 mag. So we moved the internal support ribs that actually control the cartridge to be optimized for 300 Blackout. It's not a compromise anymore. You're getting the same cartridge stability and feeding consistency that you would get with 5.56 and a 5.56 mag. So there are some functional differences to the magazine that make it better for 300 Blackout. And they're about the same price, so you might as well buy the Blackout mags if you're shooting a Blackout.
Sure. MSRP on that's going to be like what, like $19 or something?
Oh, it's less than that. I believe these are $15.95. I think it's $1 more than the 5.56 version.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next item, what do we got?
We have Magpul's least favorite product, the one we had hoped we would never make. So.
Oh God. Yeah, here we go.
30 round magazines, right? No. If you notice on the bottom, there's a rivet in this one. These are a limited 10 round mag in a 30 round form factor for people in states where you can't have a full-size magazine. What we were running up against, there's a cottage industry where people took 30 round PMags, put a rivet in them, and sold them into California, for example, as a permanently limited 10 round mag. And we get to field the customer service complaints when that modification makes the mag not work. Also, some of those are kind of dubious.
Sure, legality.
Yeah, legality. And that,
some people might like it that way.
So what we have here is essentially our 10 round 5.56 mag inside of a 30 round body. There is a spacer that goes to right here. So even if you drill the rivet out, take the spacer out, it's only the 10 round spring, and it makes sure the customer is legally covered and they're going to get the same performance out of this that they do any other PMag.
10 round AR mag, bless your heart.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
We can't wait for the day we can obsolete that item.
For sure.
Yep. All
right, let's move on to something more exciting.
Something more exciting. Magpul kind of invented the polymer AR backup sight market in the early 2000s. The current M-Bus 2 has been around since I think 2008. They're extremely durable. They're feature packed, and everybody's probably already familiar with them. So the one penalty you pay with them is size, and you need a tool to zero the front sight. So we rolled some of the features of our kind of flagship M-Bus Pro into the new M-Bus 3 Polymer Sight. And as you can see, It will tuck under just about any optic. They're extremely low, they're extremely narrow, and you no longer need a tool to zero the front. It's got the barrel configuration that the M-Bus Pro does. So the last reason probably not to use a Polymer Sight is gone now. They're still auto-deploying, and they're the same price as the old ones. So you're cutting the size by half or less in some dimensions. You're getting most of the features of the M-Bus Pro, and they're just a little bit bigger, same price that the legacy M-Bus 2 has always been.
Okay, and what is that per set?
$39.99 and $59.99 respectively.
Okay, can I buy them as a set, or that we do an all?
We sell them individually.
Okay.
Just that way, if somebody's already got a rear sight or they've got a fixed front sight post, we don't sell them as a set. They're separate.
Any durability changes or?
More durable. They're smaller, so they're harder to hit. Sure. And polymer technology and just how we design things, we've learned a lot in the last 12 years. So we rolled in all those improvements that are just kind of organic to the company and our product development process into them. So you're going to get a more durable sight too. But the fact that they're just really hard to hit is definitely going to do a number for you durability wise.
Sure.
The old ones take a tremendous impact. They're sprung. They're really hard to break. They're more durable than most metal sights by a wide margin. But yeah, these are an improvement in every way. We're excited to get them out. It's one of our most important products.
Are you phasing out the 2.0?
You'll still be able to get them. You'll still probably see them ship on a lot of factory rifles. But when you go into a shop to buy new sights, the Gen 3 is what's going to be available.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. We've got a whole host of other things on this rifle.
We do. I tried to cram it all on one gun. So we have the K2 XL grip. This one is a prototype. It doesn't have the TSP texture. Looks kind of like ice cream sprinkles on there yet, but everything else is right. And it's the grip we made because I needed one. This is the biggest grip we make. We had smaller hands covered with the our K grip and the other end of the spectrum. We did not have a big enough grip for a lot of people. So this is for the 5% on the other end of the spectrum that want an extra large size grip. Everything's the same as the K2 grip. It does use a proprietary core. It comes with the oil bottle. But if you like the K2 grip and you just want one that's about 30% bigger, that's coming Q2.
Price going to be $20?
$23.95. It's a couple bucks more than the standard version.
Let's keep moving.
All right. So 2005, Magpul, kind of way before my time, set the standard for an AR precision stock with the PRS. It was one of the company's first, definitely in the first 10 products they ever released. We're on the third generation of that stock now, and we wanted to make a lighter version for people that wanted a lightweight precision gun and also something a little more cost effective. So this is the PRS Light. It's weighing in at just over 18 ounces. So a couple more ounces than your standard carbine stock. It's also one of the strongest stocks we've ever made. You get the same comb height adjustment and length of pull adjustment that you get with the flagship Gen 3 PRS. And it works kind of like the UBR, where it's got a main body tube.
That's what. Yeah, it looks a lot like the UBR.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the UBR with that underslung main body. And what you're giving up, you don't have a mounting slot on the bottom for a monopod, and you don't have toolless adjustment anymore. Mm-hmm. So you've got to use a tool, but the trade-off's saving you almost a pound on the stock. Mm-hmm. So if you always wanted those features and it was just too heavy for you, we've got the stock for you, and it's going to be right around $130. So
proprietary buffer tube?
Nope, goes right on a carbine tube.
Okay.
This one will not fit on a rifle tube, but a carbine A5, SR25 length, any adjustable carbine tube, any of those lengths it'll fit on.
Okay, is this replacing a skew, or is it going to be its own thing?
It's in addition to the regular PRS isn't going anywhere. This is just for the guy that wants a lighter one or maybe a more cost-effective version. And then we got a bipod mount. So we've been making bipods for a few years. They've been extremely successful. We make Picatinny rails, we make RRS footprint, ARCA-style rails, and we never made the piece that went between them. So we have got an ARCA Picatinny bipod mount. And the cool thing about it, if you don't use a Magpul bipod, that's fine. If you're an Atlas guy, Thunder Beast, Elite Iron, I think makes a version, any number of other bipods that use that same mounting footprint, then you can put this common mount on them. or the Magpul bipod, of course, and go back and forth between a Picatinny and an Arca rail. Neat thing about ours, it uses 2 moving clamps, so it's never any wider than it needs to be. Like if you put it on a Picatinny rail, you don't have a mount the width of an Arca rail. Or if you put it on an Arca rail, it's not the extra height of a Picatinny rail. So it's very space efficient. You don't have a bunch of stuff hanging off. And anodized, machined aluminum, fully recoil lugged. It's not going anywhere. Great holding power. And I think it's going to come in at $79.95 and be out in a month or 2.
Okay, that's got to be everything. Or are you going to hit me with the James, but wait, there's more?
We are releasing another version of our knife, and we only have one, so it's back with the marketing team getting ready for the release right now. But everybody that wanted a Magpul knife and was kind of shocked at the price should be less shocked. We're going to have a version that's $239.95, maintaining the same blade. It's not a limited edition, so they'll be readily available. And then we may expand the knife line from there, seeing how this next step goes.
Folder fix.
Yep, folder. It's the exact same as the folder we released, just with some cost savings in material and the handles, and then we were able to mass produce it, buy it in higher volumes. So, yep, it'll be clear anodized, which is all the rage.
Sure.
If you got a honey badger, anything like that,
right.
It's going to match it perfect. But it's the same blade. So the cool thing about it, the functional part of the knife, you're getting the same performance. It's just more available, not a limited edition, not a small batch. And you'll see that coming very soon.
See, it would have been really cool if you got the copy that you brought for me out of your bag so we could have demoed it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you have. It's somewhere in there, right?
It's in there. I just didn't have time to dig it out.
Yeah,
I got a
for
free
sure.
one for everybody here.
Oh, yeah, right. I wish. John, don't tease us like that.
So rounding out the MP5 products, we have our MP-BSL brace. We already do handguards, we already do lowers, safeties, we do a drum mag, and this is kind of an extension of our brace line. So it looks a lot like an HK collapsible stock, if you notice, but it's got our blade profile. It's got a QD cup in the rear so you can stabilize it against the sling. Deploys very similar to an MP5A3 stock. Just grab it, push the lever up, pull the brace out, and you got a functional arm brace.
Cost, and when can I get it?
All right, yeah, on the MP-BSL brace, we're still trying to determine the final cost, but I would imagine by the time this goes to air, we will have it for you.
And when's that going to be, you think?
Oh, this thing's almost done. You're going to see it late Q1, early Q2.
Very cool.
Yep.
Guys, thanks for watching GunFest 2021. Make sure to check us out, our playlist, TFBTV main channel, and our GunFest 2021 playlist on TFBTV Showtime, our sister channel. Thanks again for watching. Take care.